But we begin tonight with a young Oklahoma man facing decades behind bars after admitting he wanted to carry out an ISIS-inspired terror attack at OU's football stadium. Very scary thought given what happened back in 2005. Some of you may remember during a football game, an OU student blew himself up outside the stadium.
This latest case foiled by FBI. News 4's Spencer Humphrey dug through the case documents, which come with quite a few twists and turns.
On the internet, he acted like a tough guy, pledging his allegiance to ISIS, planning to carry out a terror attack here at OU's football stadium. But in reality, he was sitting in his bedroom at his parents' house, where he was always worried. What if his parents walked in? Might get in trouble. And when he wasn't busy telling people online to spice up your autumn with some cold-hearted jihad while scouting places to attack and make himself a martyr for the cause of Allah, 20-year-old Landon Swinford was downloading and watching child pornography and going out of his way to keep the childhood bedroom he still lived in at his parents' Blanchard home clean of any evidence, so he wouldn't get grounded. At least those are the allegations he pleaded guilty to, as laid out by FBI investigators in this newly unsealed affidavit. It says it all started back in 2023 when Swinford connected online with an undercover FBI agent posing as a member of ISIS, telling the agent and other online users he recently converted to Islam and hated America because he cannot go anywhere without seeing homosexuality. They killed many Muslims and tried to end ISIS. They're making it where killing babies is okay. Men who pretend to be women are being allowed into women's restrooms, and there's no Sharia law. Sending the agent pictures of himself in front of an ISIS flag and a video of himself pledging his allegiance to ISIS while holding up a knife, later burning an Israeli flag. He sent a written manifesto declaring, "I do not care if the world calls me a terrorist. I will cast terror for the sake of Allah." He asked the undercover agent to go with him overseas to train with ISIS, saying if that couldn't happen, he wanted to create a battlefield here. He brainstormed potential attacks, focusing on OU's football stadium after his grandparents took him to a game. Texting the undercover agent, he looked at the barricades and security and thought the stadium could be a potential target for an attack. The same stadium where in 2005, an OU student set off a bomb nearby during a crowded game, killing only himself. After that, OU stepped up security, adding more cameras and requiring bag searches at entry gates. In a statement Thursday, an OU spokesperson told us they're aware of Swinford's case and the safety and security of our students, faculty, staff, and visitors will always be our highest priority. Meanwhile, FBI investigators say Swinford ultimately set his target on New Orleans, where he planned to bomb the Voodoo Temple on Mardi Gras and flee on a cargo ship to Egypt, even planning to wire the undercover agent money as a down payment for travel costs. Throughout it all, Swinford worried what would happen if his parents found out, saying he believed he would get in trouble with them. That ultimately happened when investigators say his mom went into his room searching for a Halloween costume, but instead found ISIS-related garb. And it wasn't over just yet. In March 2024, investigators got a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children that Swinford's IP address had been used to download and access child pornography. Swinford later admitting everything to investigators. When they asked him if he really would have carried out an attack if he had the money, he told them, sadly, yes. In Norman, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
Swinford pleaded guilty to 2 federal child pornography charges and a terroristic threat charge. In total, he could get anywhere from 25 to 45 years in prison. In exchange for his guilty plea, prosecutors will ask the judge not to give him the maximum sentence. Of course, we'll keep you updated.